and this is the Kiepersol Texas Podcast. My name is Michael Roth, and I'm joined with a very special guest, a good friend of mine, Douglas J. Boyd. And how you doing, Douglas?
I'm well. How are you, sir?
Doing great.
Good.
We at Kiepersol like to really celebrate our community and celebrate a lot of what's going on in music, as well as restaurants and food, and just give people a reason to come to Tyler, Texas, come to East Texas. And I know you're pretty well connected. Obviously, I moved in January, and I think we met around probably March or May because of Café 1948. Right?
Yeah.
Amber and Sam Richmann had a little barbecue in Southern style, and just had everybody come over, and that's how we met, and that was really cool. And I know you're really well connected between here and Ben Wheeler, and you just kind of know everybody and anybody really in a lot of the music industry, right?
I like to know people.
Okay, yeah.
I like to talk to people.
Yeah, okay. So let's get a little bit of a history on who you are and what you do.
Sure. The brief version is I'm originally from a small town in North Texas. I loved music my whole life. I moved to Austin in 2005. In the back of my mind, I was thinking maybe I could play music down there. I got there, was extremely intimidated by all the talent, and it took a friend moving down there and kind of pushing me along, and I eventually started playing professionally and ended up touring pretty heavily for the last several years that I was there, 300 plus shows a year, all across the U.S. from LA to New York, toured some internationally in Canada as well as some in Europe, and moved to Tyler in 2015, partially to be closer to, there's a beautiful little boy that's off screen right now that's making faces at us. Partially to be closer to him, and he ended up moving in with us, and I kind of tried to step away from music for a minute.
Okay.
Really did, honestly. I just didn't think that I could do it. Hey, Bubba, will you grab a seat over there for me, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. And I couldn't do it. I didn't feel, I stopped touring because I was gone too much. I couldn't be dad. And when I got here, I realized that I couldn't be happy without it being involved in music in some way, and started getting more into the engineering and audio engineering and booking side, as well as still playing. But that's part of why I started meeting as many people as I could, because I saw, the longer I was here, the more I saw how much potential it has here to be kind of a hub in Texas. Kind of be a hub in Texas, and how much talent there is here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot.
Right.
A whole lot. Covering a lot of genres.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so funny to me like that you say that, because I've noticed, I come from California, and I know a little bit of California history, and you've got, LA, and you've got Orange County below that. And in Orange County, if you purchased or were famous back in the 60s and 70s, you're sitting real pretty now. Like, everybody either knows who you are, or you are probably worth quite a bit of money. And I feel like East Texas is really that same way, where there's just so much potential, and we're so early in the process, and there's so many people coming from all over the world really just to settle in East Texas. And I feel like between that, and then also obviously we've got a lot of people down in Houston and Austin, and a lot of music coming in and around as they're touring. They kind of stop in town. And I know you've done a really good job of really booking Stanley's, right? You do a lot of bookings over at Stanley's and help get a lot of cool bands coming through town.
I've helped with Stanley's. There was a place called Jules. It's not around anymore, but that was kind of how I got rolling. I have helped some with a few independent things. Mm-hmm. Hey, Bob. Again, beautiful 4-year-old off screen here. But yeah, I mean, there's I feel like there are a handful of places, Stanley's being one of them, that is already a leader in the area as far as live music and trying to do something different, because there's plenty of opportunities, I think, for people that are doing Texas country or cover bands, etc. And Stanley's really focuses on bringing in something a little bit different, and just expanding the opportunity for people to get some culture, a little bit different culture here.
For sure.
In East Texas. So. But yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think is the next? What do you see in the next 5 years in Tyler and East Texas as far as music? What do you think is growing? What's the current trends?
I think that so in Lindale, there's a place called Music City, previously Love and War. They have a big stage out there. They do big shows out there. I think that that'll continue to grow, and their draw will continue to grow as they cater to kind of more of the Texas country and red dirt scene. I think that True Vine will continue to grow and cater to a little bit different scene. This past weekend, they had a Christmas show with a couple of Christian artists, which was really neat. Heard it was really well attended. Heard it sold out, actually.
Okay.
Wow. And
it's a pretty nice venue.
It's a pretty nice venue. They have room for a lot of people, and they're working on kind of turning that into a cultural hub for East Texas. I think that there will be a couple more true venues that pop up as far as the small or mid-sized spaces are concerned, kind of like Stanley's, who, by the way, is doing a little bit of expansion out there. Very excited about that. There will be a little bit more seating. And an opportunity to have more people there to enjoy the music that's brought in, and I think it'll be a little more open as far as people just being aware that there's more coming through. I mean, I always tell people we're geographically perfect for touring artists. We're right off of I-20.
Yeah.
We're coming out of Austin, Dallas, Houston. If you're going east or northeast, there's no reason not to stop. We're far enough away from major markets that we can kind of carve out our own niche, carve out our own market.
Absolutely.
And there are enough communities around here that there are plenty of people to cater to as far as music is concerned.
Okay. I'm always interested in trying to add value to people, and so as a musician, maybe you're out of town, maybe you're in Dallas and you're just having a hard time getting some shows out in Dallas, or maybe you're in Austin and you want to tour around and kind of get out of your hometown. What does that look like in East Texas? What do you suggest as far as trying to book shows locally here in the East Texas area?
Here in town, let's see, there's Stanley's, of course, and he caters more to Americana, blues, rock and roll type stuff. We have the Grove, which is a little bit different, but there's always a great crowd there. They're a little bit more local centric, but I know that he's open to if it's a good act and a crowd pleaser, he's open over there. Rick's caters a little bit more to older crowd, more of tribute bands and party bands. Okay. So we're looking for folks that are coming in that are just gonna keep people on their feet and dancing the whole night. We've got ETX Brewing Company, and they're open to, if it's good music, they're open to having it over there. We've got let's see, there's the Garage Bar, more rock over there. As far as Texas country red dirt is concerned, we're gonna have like I said, Music City up in Lindale. We've got Moore Store out in Ben Wheeler. We've got we've got Coaches and Cowboys in Tyler. There's Red Rooster up in Mineola. Or no, I'm sorry, Hawkins. Excuse me. There's y'all started doing music down here at Kiepersol.
Yeah, we've definitely tried to. We've been trying to pick it up a lot more. We did a lot more. We have Bushman Celebration Center, which is a really big event center. We can have about 2,200 people, standing room only. But yeah, we'll see. We're definitely planning some events. Hopefully in the next couple of years, that'll be pretty big. That'll be awesome. Yeah. But here at the winery specifically, we're definitely working out some minor details. But we're trying to get a lot more options for people, especially on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. Come hang out, drink some wine, have some spirits, as well as some live music. Obviously, last Rum Day, National Rum Day, we had you and Ian and Mark Beavers. What's up, guys? But yeah, it was really awesome and a lot of fun. And I see Ron Martin's watching. Yeah, he really enjoyed you guys and said hi. And
oh, hey, look at there.
Yeah, and then we've got Kim. You were just asking how does Kiepersol play into this? We're really trying to step up our game and start offering music a lot more, especially in our distillery lounge. And it's kind of one of the benefits of having a bed and breakfast here on site at the winery and vineyard. And it'd just be really cool to come stay on a Friday or Saturday night, and you know that there's going to be some live music, some local band or maybe a touring band, who knows. But I know next Friday, we have Meredith coming out, which is your good friend, and Meredith Crawford. It's going to be a lot of fun. Really excited about that. So if you're part of the Wine or Spirits Club, please, or you want to join, feel free to join that. And we'd be more than happy to accommodate you. She's going to be playing over at the Distillery Lounge. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I know, sorry, real quick, I just wanted to highlight something else too. I mean, we locally we have a little magazine, as well as you can get the an app on your phone, the e-guide. And they have just about everything documented here of all the major music and everything happening. They've got calendars. You can find all of the different venues. You know, give them a call. Like, if you're a touring band, if you're hungry, if you're truly starving, like, get out, make some phone calls, see if you can't book some shows, be an opener. You know, what are some tips for some musicians maybe that are up and coming but just want to get their self known, or maybe some of their music heard? What are some tips?
Forget the money.
Yeah.
That's the first thing, is forget the money. You know, that'll come.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the money, that'll come. And don't forget to enjoy yourself. Or probably the two things that I always mean to tell people, and I always forget to tell people, is just don't forget to enjoy the thing that you're doing that you love. And don't forget that you're doing it because you love it, not just to get paid. You know, as you push harder and go further, that's something that'll definitely come. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. Ask for help. You know, no man is an island, and that definitely applies to musicians as well. And that being said, if you're part of a music community, don't be afraid to help other people. You know, there's nothing wrong with healthy competition. There's also nothing wrong with pushing your community forward and being there for your people that are also doing the same thing that you are. You know? Yeah, well,
I mean, it makes total sense. It's like, if you have other local artists that maybe they're booking a lot of shows locally, sure, they might be competition, but at the same time, like, promote them. Like, the reality is, there's no reason that you can't be friends, because they're not going to play at every venue every night of the week.
Yeah.
And so, you know, who knows? Maybe you can open for them. Maybe you just promoting them, you create a good relationship, and you never know what the ROI of that will be.
Yeah.
Just by being a friend of them, or just kind of being cordial with them. And I completely agree with that. That's amazing. So what about you? I mean, I know you're starting to pick up a lot more. Seems like you're starting to play a lot more again.
Trying to get back out there.
Yeah. What does that look like? What are you trying to do right now? Just kind of playing and getting back into it, or
just kind of getting back into the swing of things. Okay. A lot of my time touring has been kind of splitting time as a lead person and as a side man. Mm-hmm. The last 2 or 3 bands that I toured with, we all split lead duties, and I'm totally okay with that. But it's having been reliant on other people to be there to kind of help lead the way, put me in a place where I just have to work at just pushing the show myself the whole time.
Okay.
And one of the things that like I just said, one of the things that I am working on right this second is just enjoying. Just go play a show and just have fun and enjoy what I'm doing, who I'm singing to, the company of the people that are there, and you know, part of the joy of music is that it's catharsis for me, but it's also bringing joy to other people, you know, through love songs or melancholy or you know, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. When I feel like that's something that a lot of people want to do, is they just want to have that experience and want you to be there. And I feel like people that are passionate, you can truly tell, because you know, I've been to venues, or I've been to restaurants where they're having live music and just the band feels they're just sort of on autopilot. And they're, you know, it's not as enjoyable. But if you can do a little bit of showmanship, a little bit of connecting with the crowd, a little bit more emotional, a little bit more genuine, you have the opportunity. I feel like you have an opportunity to really engage the audience and create an experience that allows for you to have more passion. I feel like it sort of feeds on itself.
Symbiotic.
It's very symbiotic.
Very much so.
And that's really cool. And I feel like, yeah, like I said, with East Texas, I just feel like we're on the cusp of some really big things happening, and we're about ready to flourish. I feel like we just have to have a few little options or little opportunities here and there to be able to start bringing more people in, and help them recognize that we have a big music scene, a lot of reason to come to Tyler or
lot of
East
talent
Texas.
here.
There is
a lot of talent here,
Yeah.
and it's not just one genre. I kind of touched on that previously. I mean, if you're looking for psych rock, we've got Gorgeous Jetson. If you're looking for more surf rock, we've got Street Waves. If you're looking for Americana, Meredith Crawford, who we just mentioned, a little bit more singer-songwriter, Lauren Alexander. If you're looking for something that's kind of shoegaze, you've got Matt Raker. If you want funk, you've got Big Funky Cloud. If you
Wesley
want
Pruitt.
Wesley Pruitt. If you want blues, we've got Allie Venable from right down the road. We've got a lot to offer here as far as talent is concerned. There's a lot of younger folks that are just kind of up and coming and that are pushing a little bit harder, and they're sticking around for a minute, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Well, I figured you probably have been writing for quite a while now.
I have.
I was wondering would you be interested in playing a song for us?
I can do that.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, let's play just one of your originals and.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Look, sticker.
This is an original tune. It's called Other Places, and I mentioned previously that this is kind of catharsis for me, but it's not as melancholy as it sounds. It comes from a good place. It's just the day that I kind of realized that there was a relationship that I had that we'd moved on from, and it was a healthy move on. So. It's gone away. We moved on to other places. Yeah, we smile at other faces when the sun goes up and down. It's hard to say, but some things still work the same. Yeah, this heart's so hard to tame. It's still pulling me around to you. To you. I love to hear how your words could paint a picture. Yeah, this crazy perfect mixture of fantasy and truth. You warned me, dear, in bright neon flashing signs. Yeah, so beautifully designed to tell me I was losing you. Losing you. We moved on to other places. It's gone away. Yeah, we smile at other faces. It's gone away. We moved on to other places. Yeah, I still miss seeing your face when the sun goes up and down.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for playing that. Do you have any shows, or do you play anywhere regularly?
Ian Power, Mark Beavers, and I have been playing every Tuesday at a place called Coyote Sam's.
Okay.
It's on Old Jacksonville. And we have the next couple weeks off, I think, for holiday parties. And then we'll pick back up every Tuesday night from 7 to 10. For me, that's my regular thing right now. I do have some more shows that are going to be coming up in January. Just kind of going through the holiday season right now and spending time with my kiddo, and just again working on just writing some songs and enjoying the music that I'm playing.
Awesome, that's amazing. All right, well, thank you so much for being on the podcast, and really enjoy hanging out with you and seeing you again, and hopefully you can come back sometime and play for us.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right.